got a male there apparently who's been assaulted by a female. We've got a couple of very young children in the house. So our informer's waiting outside. He believes he has a broken nose.
Basically, what it sounds like is there's a physical fight that's occurred between male and female. Both parties have called us with different versions of their story. She's our informant, but it's quite likely if he's got physical injuries, and she also may be upended. Yeah, so we're just going to approach this incident and just weigh up both sides of the story, look for any physical evidence, and then make a decision based on that.
And when Auckland Constables Warwick Stainton and John Mitchell arrive at the scene, they find a blood-stained Craig waiting on the road, keen to tell them his side of the story.
G'day, mate. Are we here to see you? Where's your partner, man?
She's inside.
Is she all right?
Yeah, she's fine. She headbutted me, blood went over the kids, everything. I just held her, that was it. I got my witness over here.
Okay. So she punched you in the face today, has she?
Headbutted me. I was holding her arm, she was headbutting me, bit me, everything. White marks on my legs. It's my blood. It's all mine.
No worries. Would you mind sitting out here for us? We'll just go and have a chat to her. Give us gold.
Indications are that Craig is the victim, and inside his partner Jill admits she did assault him.
Right, ma'am. He's got a lot of bite marks on him. A lot of injuries.
But amidst all her tears, it's difficult to ascertain why.
Yeah, she's a bit of a mess, eh? She's crying and carrying on in bits and pieces like that. So, do you want to give me a bit of a rundown what the story's been?
Heartbreaking, man. I put a cheating on me. We've been going out 6 years. She just didn't give a shit. She was working at the prison and she fell in love with the inmate.
Yeah.
He got out and they hooked up.
Yeah.
I sorted it all out and I just said, well, she picked me up and she said, well, come and get your clothes. Sweet. So I brought my cousin over here to come get the clothes. She had it all packed. Everything was going fine. She said, oh, we'll just have a little civil talk. And she threatened to kill me and then attacked me, just full on lunged at me.
Yep.
And I could tell she was on something. She's got to be on something. Her eyes were just, unless it's this rage, her eyes were just nearly popping out of her head.
Yeah.
It's obvious to Warwick that Craig's leaving something out of his story, but inside his partner's been more forthcoming, and it seems that Craig's own sordid affairs have sparked a fight.
She said pretty much exactly the same thing, that she's obviously attacked you, okay, and it's been over this affair business.
I haven't touched her anything. I just grabbed her wrist. She might have freezing on her wrist. That's all. I'm surprised she hasn't tried to run her head through the window or something just to say that I've done something.
She's made the allegation that you were sleeping with her sister and her mum?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure where she got the information from, but she seems pretty convinced.
She didn't know anything about that until I told her. I said, look, you know, you cheated on me. I fucking got with your mum and your sister. Take that. Eh? Take that. But I'm sure she's cheated on me fucking before. She's cheated on all her boyfriends.
But affairs aside, the issue of Craig being assaulted still needs to be resolved, a matter made trickier by the presence of children.
Are you prepared to give us a statement as to what's happened today?
Oh, I'd like to come down.
If we arrest her and charge her, then we'll obviously need to get a statement from you as to what's happened to put her before the courts.
So what would happen? Would she go overnight?
More than likely, yeah. Should be arrested, taken back and charged. We probably have to remove the children into SIP's care.
What happens if you... Could I stay with the kids?
I'd need to speak to my supervisor about that. That's the option open to us.
There's SIP's saying option. No way I want to go through that.
Yeah. Are you the dad?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think we have to have a blood test.
Not wanting to leave his kids with strangers, Craig refuses to give a statement, meaning Warwick's immediate options are limited.
If you're not prepared to make a complaint at this stage, we'll take details off both of you. We know where she lives, and she's the offender in this situation as far as I'm concerned. Okay, and then we can proceed with any charges later on if you change your mind. All right.
Oh yeah, no, that's fantastic. Yeah, sweet.
Does that sound like a plan to you? All right, because at the end of the day, you're the victim. We're here for you.
Yeah. I don't want her to be helping the kids.
Well, that's right. We don't want the kids being distressed any more than they already have been. Okay. Yeah, but then we don't want to trivialise what she's done because she has assaulted you. And take a ride. I'll get some details off her, and then I'll give you a bell tomorrow. All right?
Thank you, guys.
All right, mate.
With Craig on his way, the officers head inside to give a remorseful Jill a one-time warning.
So right now, you just need to look after your kids. All right? He doesn't really want to press charges, and I dare say by tomorrow he really won't want to do anything about it. He's not going to give us a statement. He's not going to come to court and give evidence for us. So an arrest would really be a little bit premature. In the meantime, we'll also speak to family violence back at the North Shore Policing Centre, get some advice from them about what we should do. But at the end of the day, we've got kids to consider. If we remove mum from kids tonight, they go into SIPs, and that doesn't do anybody any help. Those are the sorts of things we've got to consider with this. It's not a cut and dry case of just an arrest and offender. We have other things to consider at this stage. So in this scenario, it is the female that's the offender, surprisingly enough. But when it comes to matters of the heart, well, hell hath no wrath like a woman scorned. So, yeah, leave it at that.
And as Warwick predicted, Craig decided not to follow through with the complaint and the charges were dropped.